So first things first, I think I asked you to take a look at limits 4.1. And we worked out a bunch, but I wasn't sure if there was questions that you might have had for, and have this out, make sure you fill in what you need to fill in if you need to. But was there anything else on 4.1? I think it was the front and the back that you might have had questions about. Anything? Pardon me. Anything on 4.1, front or back at the page, you might have had questions about. We're in our adventure of limits. And then I think I had said yesterday that Thursday we will do something on Schoology on limits. Sound about right? Because you guys are off Monday and Tuesday. I'm just off Monday. I have to show up here on Tuesday. I might have to have a dentist appointment or something.
Yeah. I'll pull a higher line. Don't worry about it.
Sweet. We're good on 4.1? No questions?
Can you go for number 8?
Number 8? You got it. All right. Problem number 8 says, during an 8-hour shift, the rate of change of productivity in units per hour in total widgets assembled after T hours on the job. So they have R at T equals that equation, and you're bounded by from 0 to 8. Okay. So a couple ways we could do this problem. It is possible we could just plug 4 directly in to the equation, or if you just jump on Desmos, make it a full screen. All right, so rather than using R at T, I'm going to use Y equals, and I'm going to do 128, and then T is going to become X squared plus 6X. And then the denominator is going to be X squared plus 6X plus 18. And that quantity is then squared. Okay, so that's what the graph looks like. Ooh, look at that fun-looking graph. That's not one you see every day. All right, so if we wanted to figure out what the limit would be as x approaches 4, if we just do x equals 4, it looks like we actually do indeed come across a value. So it doesn't matter which way I approach it, from the right or to the left. So that would basically mean that our answer to letter A on that one is 1.522. And again, Desmos will work very nicely for you to get that. Nice thing is we don't have a hole. And then we want to know what takes place if we approach 8 from the negative side. Well, the problem with approaching 8 from the negative side on this particular one, because the graph is continuous from both sides, that means that the limit is going to exist at exactly that point, regardless of me going from the left or the right. So it's got to be 0.84828. And then, is the rate of productivity higher near lunch break or at the other one? So x equals 4. I forgot what the answer was. So it looks like right before lunch, people are working really hard. And closer to the end of the day, they're kind of starting to slack off. Things are falling off the end of the conveyor belt. So T equals 4 has better productivity. If you wanted to find the maximum productivity, you could find whatever this maximum is right here. So the maximum productivity is roughly 1.77. That's the max, but we don't have to worry. They never asked us about that. Any other questions off of that?
Guess what?
Dude, you look like the Rhinestone Cowboy.
Oh, I'm new.
Yeah, baby.
How you doing? Good,
Wow.
good.
What's up, dude?
You guys know what color seniors are tomorrow?
Green.
Green.
Damn it. Actually, go first.
You okay? Get the papers filled out?
Huh?
Get the papers filled out?
Yeah.
Good.
All right, any other questions on 4.1, or do you feel comfortable with that? We're good? All right, let's. I asked you also to do on the business calculus limits warm-up page. I asked you to do problem number 1. That was A through H. So I'm going to go away from this. Go back to my. Go to that. And I'm going to try and draw this XY axis thing best I can. Okay, so we have. This. And we have this. All right. That's basically our picture, except this is supposed to be a straight line. All right. So we don't have a whole lot of information given with this, but as far as when we go through it, if I go with letter A, when is the limit as x goes to -1? So this is not a come from one side to the other. This just means as I approach this, do I get the same location? Well, if I come from the left or the negative, this goes to -infinity. If I come from the right, this goes to +infinity. So being that at that point it goes to 2 different places, that means that the limit does not exist. So DNE is fine to put. Okay? If I come across any of these, you're not quite sure about why it happens one way or the other, let me know. I'm happy to help you out. All right, so then we have the limit as x approaches -1 from the positive side. So as I come from the positive side, it means I'm coming from the positive number, so I'm heading left. And this is headed straight up to infinity, so this answer is +infinity. So that's +infinity for an answer. And then letter C says limit as x approaches 1 from the positive side. That's +1. Am I looking at that right? Yeah. Okay. So then the limit as I approach 1 from the positive means I'm traveling up this particular line. This is my true point right here. So that limit exists at -1. So you're looking at the y component of it. So that's where this is taking place. And then let's keep going. Letter D. Am I doing the right problems? Yeah. Jeez, I lost train of thought. Oh my gosh. Letter D as the limit of x approaches 1 from the negative side. So as I come from the left, I get to here. That limit is at 0. Which means that if I am not coming from one way or the other, this can't exist. A, B, C, D, E. So the limit as x approaches 1, this means I'm coming from both the left and the right. Well, if I come from the positive or I come from the negative, I get to 2 different places. Agree? So what can you tell me about that limit? DNE is correct. And then let's see, letter A, B, C, D, E, F. The limit as x approaches 3. Wait, did I look at the right one?
No, you skipped over E.
Oh, I skipped E. No, I have E up there. Do I? Don't I?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just.
Hey, you know, I easily. All right, so as the limit approaches 3, so basically 3 is right here. The limit would come to the exact same point, so you just have to figure out where that exists. Can't really see on my graph because mine's not drawn exactly. But if this is 3, as I approach this way and as I approach this way, we wind up getting the same y values. So you just have to go over, take a look at the y value there. So 1, 2, 3. Looks like -3. Okay. And this is not drawn to scale, so things are getting a little goofy looking. Uh-oh. Starbucks gift card. Here's it comes. I can't have this kid. Uh-oh. Is it an escort?
I don't think so.
Okay, I have him. Cool. Xander Felkley. Told you not to park there. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, F, G, the limit as x goes to negative infinity. All right. So as I'm going this way, I didn't draw my graph really well, but on your picture, where does it appear that we're approaching the y direction? I keep going this way. Where am I approaching? 0. 0. Good. And let's see. I gotta change colors again. Find more. Oh, that's kind of a fun color. I'll do that. A, B, C, D, G, E, F, G, H. What about as the limit approaches positive infinity? So as I continue to go this way, where's that green line heading towards in the y direction?
Negative infinity.
Infinity. La-ti-da. All right, so I know some of you have come from Algebra 2 or college algebra to this class. Some of you come from calculus. Some of you come from pre-calculus. So there's sometimes always a different way to do limits. But I can assure you that if you play around with Desmos, you'll sit there and kind of convince yourself how things will work nicely. All right, so all right, so let's have you guys finish limits warm up. So there's just basically, that's problem number 2, A through A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, C, D, D. So we'll just say A through all. And then take the opportunity to work on limits 4.2 and just worry about doing 1 through 18. And you have the rest of the period to work on that. Happy to help you. Don't worry about the back side of 4.2. Just do the front only for now. Deal? And I guess, let's see. Hang on, how's this going to work out? Yeah, that'll work. So this actually would all be due on Wednesday because we have the real life math. So it'll be due on Wednesday. And that would mean that on Thursday next week, we have the Schoology limits quiz. Cool? Everyone know what to work on? Inherit.